On behalf of the Gnostic culture, everyone is welcome again to this Gnostic lecture. Today we are going to see the lesson number 3 to continue seeing how to succeed in life. Willpower to success. It is very important to know, and it's very necessary that we develop conscious willpower, because if somebody do not develop this kind of force, inner power that every human being has in his interior, we cannot reach any goal or any success in life. But first, it's very important to define correctly what is in fact willpower, because most of people have a mistaken concept about willpower. We don't need to confuse willpower, that is a conscious and positive force or power in ourselves, with desire, because there is a huge difference. For example, maybe a person thinks that the power that can make he wake up every morning and go to work and do many activities during the day is willpower. But we can say most of the time the desire is what impulses to this person in order to do these activities. Maybe a person is getting married and feel many things inside him, and then confuse the conscious willpower in order to do that with desire, because maybe he just feel any physical or sexual attraction, but he don't mind about the feelings of the other person, maybe the willpower of the other person, and the affinities they need to have in order to give this huge step that is very important in life. So it's very common and very easy to confuse willpower, real willpower, with the impulse of the ego or psychological defects. We can say that every single ego has a desire or many desires that we confuse by willpower. For example, a person wants to success in his economic life, and then start to work very hard every day and with many sacrifices, but he's not doing that by conscious willpower. Otherwise, he's doing this activity by desire, because maybe he has many fears about life, about what is going to happen with me if I don't get money in life, if I don't get a house, if I don't get or own a car, or many things like that. Because when we act through willpower, we know by comprehension why we are doing these activities, in order of what we are doing these activities. So it's very important to do not confuse real willpower with the desire, because the desire is coming from the ego, from the psychological defects on our mind. So what is conscious willpower in real? We can define conscious willpower as inner force, inner power that every human being has in his interior. And this willpower is related to the level of being, to the level of essence or consciousness this person has. Proportional to this inner level of ourselves, we can say we have that kind of level in willpower. So As soon as we start to get the expression of our essence, as soon as we start to do an internal work of self-knowing, we are developing also the willpower consciously. Also, we can say that real willpower starts to appear on the difficult situations of life if this person do the opposite what the ego wants to do, what the psychological defects wants to do. For example, if a person has a difficult situation about economic, and this person is getting depressed, maybe is desperating himself, then if he starts to do an internal work and do what the opposite, what the laziness or maybe any other defect that is an obstacle in order to continue working, continue looking for a job, continue looking for success in this economic aspect. If he do this huge effort in order to continue trying to fight against these kind of situations of life that are common situations in everybody's life, then we can say he's developing this kind of internal power, because it's a power that we need to develop in real if we want to success. Otherwise, nobody can reach any goal. So what we said before, it's a power that only starts to appear on difficult situations of life if we help to this power in order to develop. If we start to act but not think about how to solve this problem, we just start to solve this problem or this bad circumstance or situation. So the way in order to overcome any difficult situations is through conscious willpower, because we can do many things conscious and positively, and we will know the difference with the time. It's very important that we develop the necessity to know ourselves in depth, because if somebody do not know himself, he is not able in order to see or to make the difference between when the ego or psychological defects as pride, as laziness, as loss, as gluttony, as greed wants to react, and when the consciousness wants to take action about any problem or circumstance. So it's very important to know what is inside us. From where is coming this thought to through my mind? From where is coming this kind of feeling to my heart? So in this way, we are going to the path of success in life, because nobody can know the causes of his own reactions without self-knowledge. Practice number 1. We call this practice in Gnostic studies the psychological death at time. Pay attention. It's very important that when we find a difficult situation in life, if we feel desperate about any problem, then we can do this on meditation or at the moment when these kind of situations come to us. So we need to take the air slowly, very slowly, then remain the air, and after that exhale the air through the mouth. So we inhale the air by the nose. We just keep the air by 2, 3, 4 seconds and then exhale the air. We were talking about in a past lecture about this practice, but now we are going to practice this as follows. At the moment we inhale the air, we need to press the coccyx. This is related to press the anal sphincters. Yes. This practice is very important in order to develop willpower, because we're going to see in the following lessons of Gnosis that willpower, conscious willpower, is related to the sexual energy force. That is the most important force or power in the physical body. So we inhale the air, pressing our coccyx all that time. Then we keep the air, and after that we exhale the air normally without pressing the coccyx. At that time, when we do this, we are going to start to feel a very different energy in each atom of our physical body, in each cell of our physical body, and then have the power in order to control ourselves. Because otherwise the ego is start to react and react again to many circumstances in our life. But when we do this simple exercise, but very important exercise, that is the psychological date at time, then we are to develop the real willpower in order to success and overcome this difficult situation. Because let me tell you something, as soon as we take control of our thoughts, of our feelings, of our reactions against many people, many circumstances, then we start to success. Because in order to change our life radically, it is very necessary that we can start by small changes every moment by moment. So if we change the reactions against many situations in life, moment by moment, we are to convert all our life in a masterpiece. Finally, we are going to find a radical change in our lives, but starting to make changes moment by moment. That is the correct way in order to get success in life. If somebody do not take these important advices and wisdom that masters of this Gnostic knowledge give us to us in order to make a difference in our life, it's very difficult somebody can reach any goal consciously, because the goals a person reach without having mental peace, even if he is on the top of the economical situation, maybe he's on the top or in society, or maybe if he has many knowledges about many things in life, but without knowing himself and without knowing why is the reason he's doing everything in life. If we don't know from where are coming from that kind of impulse or reaction that I have daily, I cannot say I'm getting success in life, because success depends on self-knowledge. So this is an invitation in order to continue participating of these lectures, videos, or free courses that we have around the world. So approach to a Gnostic Center and then you can receive in person this kind of advices that we are very sure are going to help you in order to make the difference in your own life. Says goodbye, Oswaldo Jimeno Arrieta, Gnostic Instructor. Bye bye.